2022 is coming up. I know it's important to stay present and in the moment, but sometimes it helps to know what could potentially be ahead. If this pick a card reading resonates with you, feel free to claim it, and feel free to let me know down in the comments below how it resonates with you, how this reading excites you maybe, and give it a thumbs up if it's something that you enjoy and find value in. I always greatly appreciate that from you guys, and you telling me how it resonated helped me so much, helps me realize how I'm tuning into your energies. So today's reading is a pick a card reading, if you haven't guessed already, regarding your 2022 prediction. So no, it's not a timeless reading, but I guarantee there are going to be outliers of people watching this maybe in a few years from now and feeling like they want to click on it. If that's you, then this reading is still for you. You're resonating with it for a reason. It intrigues you for a reason. So trust that. Today I have 5 stacks that you can choose from. Groups 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, and Group 5. So for an up close for the first stack, you've got this chunky quartz crystal point. And then the moonstone, lovely moonstone egg thing. Then we have this mystery stone. I call this the mystery stone, but the slate blue, gray kind of color is super interesting. It's like the deep blue sea kind of vibe. And then for the fourth stack, this is a nice baby blue, light blue stone. If you know the name of these stones, please let me know. I forgot. And then this is like a mystery stone for the fifth stack too. It just reminds me of a desert oasis, doesn't it? And when I saw it at the store, I was just like, this is so interesting. I just want to go swim in that little water there in the middle. So yeah, those are the stones that you can pick from. Pause the video if you need more time. So how this works is, if you're new, you go ahead and pick from one of the 5 stacks, and once you have chosen, go into the timestamps or the comments down below and jump to your reading. That way you don't have to go through everyone else's. You can just skip right ahead to yours. You can pick from the stones, or you can disregard the stones and just pick from the stacks. A particular one is probably calling out to you. Go for that. Go for the one that your intuition is telling you to choose. Sometimes it'll take pausing the video, taking a few deep breaths, calming down, and kind of silencing all of the noise, right? So feel free to pause the video at any time so you can get a little bit more time to choose if I'm going too fast, okay? So yes, once you have chosen, go into the timestamps down below, and please don't forget to let me know if you enjoyed the video after you have finished the reading. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, group 1, if you picked this quartz stone, so what are your 2022 predictions? So right off the bat, you get October, which is when I'm filming this, and chain of events that will affect your life. Oh wow, you know what's super interesting about this? And by the way, I'll list all of these decks down below, and I'll also insert a close-up of the cards in a bit. But this is so interesting. It says October, and then it says chain, a chain of events that will affect your life. But if you look closely, it's a chain, and on the background, or in the background I should say, is Earth. So there's water, there's land. It's almost like a space view or a bird's eye view of Earth. So I'm getting that this has something to do with worldly events. I'm not picking up anything disastrous or anything. I'm just thinking that certain events in the world could have something to do with what'll happen in the next year for you. Let's see what that's about. Oh, look at that. House and the Crossroads. Oh my goodness, this is making a lot of sense. For those of you who are particularly new to my channel, for instance, and you found me maybe through Instagram, you're probably considering relocating, moving to another country, another state or something like that, maybe selling your house and relocating to a state that agrees with your beliefs is what I was getting instantly. And then you have Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Yeah, so it's something about work, something about your finances that is affecting this move, affecting those changes that are happening for you in 2022. Please remember that I'm not going to give you any messages that are going to be harmful for you. My intention here is to give you insight and clarity and healing, and hopefully inspire you to live your best life and to get closer to yourself and to your true heart's desire. And your unconscious mind will not accept any messages that are going to harm you. It's only going to accept messages that you allow. So keep that in mind. See that little voice inside of you? Listen to that shit. You got a feeling you just can't shake. For some of you, I'm hearing it's a move. You really want to relocate. Maybe a new job opportunity kind of pops up and you want to take it. Look at that news. So yeah, it's probably a worldly event. Some of you are super into watching the news or being up to date on current events. Maybe you're invested in certain things. I'm hearing oil, so oil could have something to do with it. Maybe you decide to relocate because of your investments. Something like this, especially with the Devil here and the Ace of Pentacles. It makes complete sense when I'm reading it like that. But let me know in the comments if you're already starting to feel a lot of these energies. Regardless, you know something, you're sensing something about your life, about yourself, about where you need to go. I think your soul is urging you to move something or to move towards something else, something new. And actually, I don't think this is news to you. I think this is something that you've been knowing for a long time. It has something to do with your house, possibly, with the crossroads. This is about not knowing where to go, not knowing what to choose, not knowing how to decide or what to decide. So that's very interesting. Maybe you're stuck between two properties. So maybe one is in this particular space or one is in this other place, and perhaps certain news kind of change your mind about those places you were considering. You do have news here. So that is very interesting. You also have, to be fair, 38. This equates to an 11 and simplifies to 2. Yeah, and then 4 of Swords. My sun sets to rise again. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So this is a shepherd herding sheep. I'm sorry. You know how some people call certain people sheep? Something about that. Maybe you don't want to be a sheep. All right, Sage, quiet time. She's like this. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Lovely. So that could be a specific time period for you if you're into that. And then perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And then you have love partnership. 26 simplifies to 8, and then 25 simplifies to 7. Passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. All right, so perhaps the beginning of your 2022 starts off kind of rocky. Maybe, you know, you're dealing with a few financial things, maybe real estate investments, stock investments. Wow, that plane is really loud. So this is a message for you. That plane is super loud. I barely hear super loud planes here in this area. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention, but for some reason I really tuned into that. So it likely has to do with moving towards something. But with the 4 of Swords here, this is traditionally about relaxing. A meditation card also. Kind of taking a breather, relaxing so that you can clear your head. You also have quiet time here. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say her name. Sage? But she also talks about quiet time to rest. So I feel that your decision that you're making, group 1, is going to really start to gain forward momentum, like starting from October, which is this month, if you're watching this when I'm uploading. And don't worry, this is stuff that you already know. If the investments and stuff like that are not resonating with you, you just have a feeling that you can't shake, and I think it has something to do with a change. You know what I'm getting to? Whatever change you choose to make will lead you to a new relationship, a love partnership, especially if you're single and if you're looking for that. And I think that this is a person that you can really enjoy your life with, enjoy the time that you spend with. Yeah, my sun sets to rise again, Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Maybe those names kind of stand out to you, but this is essentially talking about problems and issues and setbacks, but also those issues kind of propelling you forward into a new frontier. And actually, I think that whatever you went through recently, I think that what's ahead of you is going to be beautiful, and I think that you're going to be really happy that you made certain changes. You have love partnerships and passion here at the end of your reading. So I think that, you'll kind of realize that things that you were afraid of in the past ended up to be blessings in disguise. Perseverance, conclusions are within reach. You're working on something. It could be for work. Maybe you're asked to relocate for work. Maybe you work remotely and it's not a big deal or something, and maybe you're questioning if you like the new area. But conclusions are within reach, and perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. If you're worried about whether you're going to succeed in a new place, I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. So if you're leaning towards giving it a shot, or if you're not sure, then consider giving it a shot, whatever huge change you want to make. Also, if you're not already, I think the news is going to be beneficial for you. I know I typically don't listen or watch or read news all that often unless I'm feeling especially called to. I do have certain phases when I do that. But some of you, this could be a message going either way. Maybe you're always paying attention to news. And you're always like, oh no, I need to know absolutely everything about this, blah, 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 blah. With the Four of Swords here, coming through as my sun sets to rise again, kind of herding sheep, and then quiet time. I think it just goes to show that maybe you're overdoing it for some of you. I'm getting a male energy that perhaps is super into news. And maybe it's causing stress in you. So maybe it's time to kind of reel back a little bit on that. For others of you, don't pay attention to the news all that much. And then the message is obviously opposite. I'm also getting a message here that you're paying attention to the news because, again, you're heavy into finances. Some of you are investors, you're day traders possibly, so you really want to pay attention, but maybe it's causing stress in you. Now, in terms of messages I'm getting about that though, I actually think that you're close to giving up, but you're about to hit gold for some of you, so that's not going to be for all. I want you to really tune into your intuition and determine if that message is for you. It's probably going to be only for a select few. There are energies within your reading where you're super into this field, the finance field, the Wall Street, the stock market field, and I think it making you kind of crazy a little bit. Maybe you're off balance in that sense, and so it's time to right that balance and go for the changes that you just can't shake. I think you know what you need to do. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Let me know what you think this pertains to, because I'm definitely interested. This is interesting too with the to be fair here. This is like a justice kind of energy vibe. So some of you are dealing with the court system, the legal system, the justice system, what have you. Maybe you're in a litigation case or a part of it, or somehow maybe you're watching a case. I don't know, I feel like balance is coming, or if you have any questions about it, especially if it pertains to paperwork with real estate or anything like that, I think your message for sure is to kind of take your energy back, because some of you are really super obsessed and addicted almost, and it's giving you a lot of blind sides, right? There are certain things that you can't see because all you can hear are these things that you're super obsessed with. And I think obsessions are good sometimes. We definitely need those phases in our lives. But there's something else that wants to come through in your life, and I think it'll add an interesting and a fun, more enjoyable dimension to your life. I'm not saying you have to give up this thing that you're super passionate about to the point of addiction and obsession, something to do with money, finances, work. But there's also something that wants to come into your life this 2022, and I think it has something to do with love and relationships. So there's almost like this message of balancing. So yeah, group 1, that is your reading. There's something that you know you have to do, and you just can't decide. And I want to help you decide that. So hopefully I was able to kind of relay messages that resonate with you. If so, let me know. But in terms of that feeling, I'm just going to be 100% real with you. I think that you're about to hit gold, but again, please only take the messages that resonate. This is a general reading. That is my genuine feeling, but I don't want to give you advice that you don't actually trust or believe in yourself. My goal, again, is to only give you messages that relate to you, that click with you, that you know is your truth, but perhaps you weren't able to hear yourself because of all the noise, right? But yes, I am feeling that for some of you, conclusions are within reach. Perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. It's almost like you're close to giving up on something, but like you just shouldn't, at least not yet. It's almost like, yes, you could be exhibiting extreme behaviors, maybe in work or finances or stocks or something like that, but you can develop balance. And I think that's year 2022. You're going to develop balance in a way that suits you. You're possibly relocating, selling a house, moving to another state, country, possibly, depending on a chain of events that I think that you already know about, that you're anticipating and you're preparing for. But it's going to open up such beautiful avenues for your life. Keep in mind, though, that time is kind of, I guess you could say, not exact when it comes to general tarot readings on YouTube. But I think this is actually accurate for you in the moment or in the near future. So yes, take only the messages that resonate, and don't be afraid to take risks. I think that you're excited to take a risk, and I think you want to take the risk, but fear is holding you back. I'm also hearing that you don't think that you are capable of overcoming certain obstacles if you do take that risk. And I'm hearing the message to relate to you that you are. And to look at those past lessons where you've feared coming up short, so you didn't try. And to know that you don't have to make the same mistakes again. So those are messages for a few of you, a specific few of you. But yes, I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'm very, very excited for your future. Awesome changes are coming for you. Really significant changes, and I think you'll really, really enjoy that. And I think you'll be happy about them. Alright, so thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye. Hey group 2, if you picked the Moonstone, let's see what your predictions are. Oh my gosh. What your predictions are for 2022. I hope you enjoy this. If you do, think about giving this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, I really appreciate it, and I need your help. And that way I know if the messages resonate with you or not. All right, so let's see what you got. You got dogs, getting together with friends, and hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. All right, so it has something to do with other people. Yeah, I think I picked this stack too. I don't remember, but I did pick a stack. I think it's actually, never mind, forget about that. I think I picked 4. Anyways, the clouds and the book. This is interesting. Let me know what you think this book is about. Are you reading a book that's inspiring to you? Are you religious? Could this be a holy book? Maybe you're a writer. Knight of Swords. This is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be though. And the 7 of Wands. All right, so you could have gotten into a fight with someone recently, but that's only for some of you. Fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. So this is the Rebel deck. I'll link these down below, but see how the messages are about people as well, and you get that with dogs. So 2022 is going to be a year of relationships and friendships and hanging out maybe. But let's see. Oh, whoa, anger. I hope you can see this. Anger. So maybe like a beef type of situation. Maybe you got into a disagreement with someone, your friends. Oh my gosh. And your friends are going to help you and kind of back you up. I just saw a picture of a club or a bar situation. So it's possible that you got into a bar fight, or you will get in a bar fight. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but yeah, that was just a message I was getting for someone specific. Truth be told, this is interesting. Truth be told, I love that there's a mask here that the owl is standing on. It's almost like he took off the mask and he's standing above the mask. So there's an energy of authenticity, right? And opening up and being open about what you're thinking. 2 of Wands, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. J.P. Morgan. So I'm hearing like negative habits and behaviors for some of you, but not all. Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver a great love to you. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's just so beautiful. The color is so rich. Hold your vision. So there's something that you want, and I think you're kind of spiraling out of control in certain ways. Like you don't think that you can actually have what you want. Give this video a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about, but this is a message for you to stay true to your vision. Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So yes, there is a sense of fighting with someone, and I am curious, but feel free to share if you want to. Did you guys get in a fight with like a best friend or something? Someone in your friend group possibly? Emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. This is a 9. And then you get spiritual partnership, 27. This is also a 9. So you have emotional balance, which is a 9, and spiritual partnership. So yeah, some of you are like spiraling out of control. I think it's various issues that you have, things about yourself that you haven't sat with. I think you just kind of want to shove it under the rug. I think it's pertaining to your trauma. Maybe a relationship or a childhood trauma. Something maybe with a family member. But yeah, it seems like you're spiraling out of control. I think for some of you, you're like a black sheep. That's not going to be for everyone, of course. But you're like a black sheep, and I think you want to give up hope. There's a part of you that feels hopeless, and you're angry. You're very angry. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have well, no, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a prominent Leo in your chart, maybe a rising, or maybe even a sun or moon, possibly Mercury in Leo even. Yeah, Mercury in Leo, possibly. But yeah, you're just like, I think you're like kind of a rebel child, wild child. But you also have a lot of friends. People gravitate to you. You could be a very funny or life of the party kind of person, but you're growing. So your message for your prediction for 2022 is you're growing and you're getting wiser, and I think you're coming into your own. You're feeling more comfortable in your skin in 2020, and I do feel that you will attract someone in your life. Oh, and I just got a ding. You will attract someone in your life that kind of balances that fiery energy in you. This is interesting. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. J.P. Morgan. Yeah, so it's definitely a conscious shift in you. You know you have to change. For some of you, it's like certain people in your friend group you're no longer vibing with anymore. Maybe you start to see some red flags and come to understand something. You're almost awakened to something. With the clouds in the book here, this is very, very intriguing to me because it tells me a few things. With the book, I'm always thinking about the Bible for some reason, but this is also about knowledge. So some of you are thinking of dropping out. Some of you are no longer interested in the major that you chose. You're feeling disenfranchised, perhaps with school. Or maybe you already dropped out and maybe you want to go back to college or go back to school. But there's some uncertainty here, and I think that's why you kind of numb yourself with distractions and other things, because you don't want to face the fact that you don't know what you want in this aspect of your life. And you don't know what to do, what to decide. I think you're going to start to sit with yourself a lot more and get really, really honest with yourself. That mask is coming off, and you're going to be honest with yourself about things that you've been ignoring about you. There's something that you know about yourself, a truth that you didn't want to accept, or you just didn't want to accept or realize it. You didn't want to be honest about it, but you know what it is. I think you're gonna open your heart and be honest. It could be anger towards somebody. For others of you, I'm hearing that it's anger towards a family member, someone close to you. Okay, I'm hearing cousin now, weird. But that's only for some of you, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. As a conclusion, your 2022, a lot of your masks are going to start to fall off, and you're going to live more authentically to your truth, to yourself. And in turn, you're going to attract the right people for you. Some of you guys are leaving those old friends that you no longer vibe and resonate with, maybe you got into a fight with, and maybe you're feeling alone right now. 2022 is going to be huge for your friendships. I think you'll be meeting people, and I think these people are going to be people that you can relate to and trust and rely on. But it takes some self-work and some self-growth as well, self-discipline. You're going to take a mirror essentially and really look at yourself and ask yourself, okay, what's your problem? What's going on? Why are we acting up like this? What do we need to accept? I think you're going to be really honest with yourself, for sure. And in turn, you're going to feel more comfortable in your skin. Yeah, it's like you're acting up or you're acting up because of something. Like lots of suppressed anger, and I honestly don't know where it's coming from. For others of you, I'm hearing it's a dad. So perhaps a dad or father and daughter relationship, or father and son relationship. But you want so much for yourself, right? You have a lot of beautiful and worthy and noble dreams and goals and aspirations. A lot of your issues though is like you tend to think that you're not good enough for them or that you can't have them, and so you kind of go to the other extreme to compensate, if that makes sense. So if you can't have that, then you're going to act out and do all these things. That's what I'm getting for some of you. But yes, 2022 is going to be a year of growth, getting wiser, tuning into yourself, finding your truth, understanding who you are, understanding what you want, deciding on what you want, and taking tangible and concrete steps towards that. Confident, concrete steps towards that. But yes, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You start to forgive. You start to see that other person or that group in an empathetic light. And again, this is where I'm getting wisdom. You're gaining a lot of wisdom and understanding, and you're being awakened to something. Spiritual partnership. Again, it could be a friendship with a true love and emotional balance here, or it could definitely be a relationship. I think that if you're a super fiery sign and you're balanced off by a water sign or something like that, or an earth sign even, they really just ground you, and they're able to help you channel that energy into helping you grow as an individual and achieve your goals. All right, so that's all I'm getting for you, group 2. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this resonated with you, and I hope that it helped you out and gave you some insight and clarity. Let me know if you enjoyed it and if it did resonate. All right, have a good one. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you picked this mysterious and interestingly shaped stone, let's see what your 2022 prediction is. All right, you get Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Candle. You will be shown the way. I love that. The Moon and the Gentleman. So the way could be regarding a male in your life, or maybe this is you. I'm hearing that some of you have questions regarding your career and your desire to be well known in your field of choice. I'm seeing one of those DJing keyboards. I really don't know what it's called, but some of you could be aspiring musicians or producers. All right, so not magician. Why did I say magician? 9 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. For some reason, I'm hearing industry, so it could have something to do with industry, these energies. I'll also take a photo of these and give you an up close of the cards so you can get a better look. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Put the fucking phone down. Well, that's kind of relatable. So maybe you're always on your phone or always on the computer working on your beats or something. Yeah, imbalance. Look at that. There's some imbalance in your life. Could have something to do with the internet or your computer or whatever it is that you do. I'm hearing for some of you, you game. No place like home, 50. I'm getting that you're a homebody. All right. Page of Wands. It's never too late to be what you might have become. George Eliot. So this is an image of a child learning from a mentor, from a teacher. You could benefit from seeing a mentor or taking a class in regards to what it is you want to accomplish and achieve. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Another message about being shown the way, about being guided towards something. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. I think we have a full moon in Aries coming up soon too. Or did it already come up? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. This is interesting. Some of you are young men. 2, patience. I'm really feeling a strong vibe here of a young man. You could be like in college or fresh out of college or a dropout. Forgiveness, letting go, healing, compassion, and growth. All right, so what's coming for you in 2022? What do I predict? Well, there's some truth here about a male figure, the gentleman, coming to light. For 2022, I know it doesn't sound as fun and exciting, but you're definitely gonna come into balance somehow. It has to do with your home. So if you're home a lot, then I think the balance comes from, again, going outside and finding inspiration in other places, not just on your phone or not just on the internet. You know, it's possible some of you are afraid of the outside world, and perhaps it's just something that you're dealing with by staying at home or choosing the path that you're going to. But I actually think that it's gotten to the point of extremes and it's become unhealthy. But as always, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. There's an imbalance with you, group 3, and it's time to take action with the new moon in Aries here. There is an urge or a calling for you to move forward, to take the next step. I think what you're doing is a lot of thinking and pondering and what if, or when's the right time to do this. It's almost like you're trying to figure out when the right time to do it is, but you're just never there. You're always thinking like, okay, well, maybe I'm just not ready or blah, 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 but you're also afraid that it's going to keep reoccurring, that you'll never be ready. What's that quote that says, there was never a better time to plant a seed than now, or something like that, or the best time to plant a seed was 10 years ago, the second best time is now. That's your quote. But yes, there's definitely something holding you back. And with forgiveness here, letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. Also, another green card is inner wisdom. So, I think maybe you're jaded from something that happened to you. It could be like a ex, breaking down of a relationship that you thought was going to last forever type of situation. Maybe that's why you're at home. Maybe you're still depressed and kind of reeling off of that. I think you know that it's time to move forward. Regardless of what it is, you know it's time to move forward. And you know you're just stuck in the same pattern because you're kind of wallowing in that energy. There's kind of a satisfaction that you're getting out of it. At this point, it's become an unhealthy habit. And maybe a truth or a realization comes out regarding an ex or a male figure in your life. And I think you'll start to gain compassion. Maybe you blame this person for something. For 2022, you're going to right those imbalances. It's similar to group 2, where in a sense of like, I'm not getting anything super tangible. I just think that you'll start to be awakened to the things that you need to do and the steps that you need to take forward. That is my prediction for you. I think that you're going to gain a lot of clarity regarding the step forward with your ambitions, with where you need to go. You could be experiencing a lot of confusion around that area. I don't know, it's almost like you're selling yourself short. You want to do something, but you haven't taken the leap of faith to do it. Yeah, a lot of you are dealing with anxiety, perhaps social anxiety or just anxiety of the world. But with no place like home here, maybe some of you want to work at home. You know, I want to give you the message that it's possible. You always have to have faith in your dreams. Even if it seems daunting or near impossible, if there is a will, there is a way. And that's what I learned. Blame and patience. You're dealing with blame and patience at the same time. It could be someone is blaming you for something. And so this is a message to be patient with the energy working through the situation. Time healing all wounds sort of thing. There's forgiveness that needs to be had, right? So yeah, I'm definitely interested to know like what that's about. Was it an ex? Was it a family member? Was it a friend? I definitely wonder who you're blaming. Was it a male figure in your life? Regardless, though, your harsh criticism here with the cup, you should accept valid criticism. It seems like you're also responsible partly for how things turned out. Yeah, for some of you, it's definitely a girlfriend, but you're responsible. You have a role that you played in the way things turned out, and maybe you blamed the other person. But yes, you know exactly what unhealthy addictions and attitudes and behaviors you've been doing. So this 2022, I think you're going to get your shit together, for the lack of a better way to put it. Yeah, you're going to be like, you're going to grab yourself by the bootstraps. Or no, you're going to pull yourself from the bootstraps. And you're just going to be like, all right, no more BS, no more bull crap. And yeah, that's all I'm getting for you, group 3. Hopefully you resonated with this. If you want to share your story, I would love to hear about it. Feel free to share. And give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you, and if you appreciated it, I would really, really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps the channel, and it also helps me know what kind of content I should put out for you. So thank you again, and I'll talk to you soon. Yes, good things are ahead. Have faith and hope in your dreams and in yourself. Hello, group 4. So just a little secret, we both picked this stack. So very interesting to see what's ahead of us in 2022. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Well, that's a good card to get. Egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. The stork and the bear. Oh my gosh, this is definitely a business mess. This is what? This is definitely a business message for many of us. Yeah. Although ring could be an engagement for some of us. 3 of Pentacles, another business finance card, which is awesome. Welcoming that. Knight of Wands. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. I'm loving this combination. 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. It's something exciting. Whatever it is, whatever opportunity it is that you're working on, it's something exciting, and it's something that lights you up. And who doesn't want that, right? Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? So this is the Rebel deck. I'm going to link these decks down below, by the way. And I'll also insert a picture of the cards up close. Ooh, the Past. This is just my index card deck. Huh. Some of you are comedians and you're writing new material about your past experiences, so this is definitely a good sign for that. Maybe I'm a comedic content creator. Time for a nap, 24. There's a fox right there. That may be significant for some of you. So the fox is a symbol, at least in the Lenormand deck, about your 9 to 5, but also it's a symbol of resourcefulness and shrewdness in business. So maybe you're super, super focused on your business, on your work, on your career. Time for a nap is interesting next to laugh. It's almost like you need to take a break, laugh, go get some tickets to a stand-up comedian. You know, take a breather. Watch some Netflix for a little bit. Some of you are, you know, at the brink of being burnt out, all right? 9 of Pentacles, I love this. None of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding except when he listens to this whisper, which is heard by him alone. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I swear I love him. Here's that image. So he's essentially, this quote is talking about your intuition. You have to follow those hunches. Only you can hear the music At least the music that's playing for you and only for you. So other people might be like, what the hell are you doing? You're so stupid. That's dumb. But in your heart of heart, you know that what you're doing is the right way, right? Peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. I love this, you guys. I know a few people who are pregnant right now and who are going to be giving birth soon. So you have the stork, which we all know is a birth symbol. And then we have Irene, and there's a baby there. I instantly gravitated to that. So some of you are afraid of running your business and having a baby, or being a mother at the same time, or making money and having a baby at the same time. Peace is a message for you that all will work out in your favor. Trust your intuition, especially for the mamas out there, or the mamas to be. Your intuition is heightened right now because you're on mama bear mode. So you know, your body is super hyper focused on this child and bringing it to the world and providing for it. So your intuition is heightened. So I would definitely listen to that. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. You're very close to achieving your goal. I love this so much. What a good step. Health, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Some of you are definitely afraid of giving birth. So this is a time for you to definitely take care of your health, but also have confidence in the power of your body and the power of the female body. And try not to worry about too much. Laughing is going to be good for you. I think it'll be good for the baby too. So definitely seek out funny content. I'm hearing a book could potentially be a good thing. Spiritual career. Honestly, I am certainly feeling a vibe from this. I feel like I know who picked this deck, to be honest. It's gonna be funny if I'm right. Divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. So yes, you are a very spiritual person, regardless if you're a male or female. In 2022, your business, likely pertaining to spirituality, health, wellness of some sort, healing. You could be a healer of some sort, but also maybe in the e-commerce business or just in business in general. You could have some sort of service. Some of you are chiropractors, gynecologists. What is that one term? A doula. Some of you are traditional Chinese practitioners, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners. There's another one. I think it's a doula, right? When you assist, a midwife type of energy. Some of you are mediums, you're healers. So in 2020, I think you're kind of experiencing some worries and uncertainties in the finances of your business. But your message for that is success assured with good plans and hard work. And the past lessons that you've learned throughout your whole entire life are going to be more important than ever, in a sense that it's going to come back around in your consciousness, and I think you're going to start to see yourself in a new light. See yourself as an overcomer of obstacles and a learner of lessons. You're not the type of person to repeat the same mistakes. This year, you're going to perhaps experience a lot of similar obstacles, in the sense that maybe you've dealt with obstacles in the past before, but you've dealt with them differently. I think that you're going to have less worry regarding whatever obstacles that you're dealing with. And I think you're going to have more fun. I think you're going to take life less seriously. But yes, if you are someone who is building some sort of business or empire or foundation, and you know you're going to the right path because of that inner voice, and maybe people are questioning your decision, my message for you is to remember to take a break when you need to. Again, your intuition knows when you need to take a break. Your intuition knows when you're overworking yourself, overextending yourself, and to be okay with taking a step back when you need to, and know that, you know, your hard work is not going to disappear as long as you're balanced about it. But yes, 2022, I think that you're going to reach new heights in your business, in whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're working on, pertaining to the world and to your finances. There's something that you're building, something that you're making, something that you're creating. This 2020 is a great time for you to take a more balanced approach, especially if you're overworking, especially if you feel like you're on the brink of burnout. Taking a little bit of a step back, a little bit of a breather, maybe a couple days or a couple hours every day to do something that you enjoy and haven't been doing in a long time. But also feeling more focused and more clear about the direction that you're going in because you're listening to your intuition. 2022 group 4, your intuition is going to be heightened. And this year, you're going to be trusting and following your intuition and taking confident steps towards where your inner guidance is leading you. And you're going to trust yourself more this year. I love that. You're also getting more in tune with your spirituality. For some of you, that literally means going to a retreat, taking those leaps of faith, taking the extra steps that you've always wanted to take, doing things that you've always wanted to take in connection with what you're building with the 3 of Pentacles here, and making the necessary changes. There's something here that you're reinventing. You're adding onto something. You're not taking away from something. You're adding onto something is what I'm getting. But yes, it's exciting for you. It's almost like that energy of where you can't stop working on something. It just takes up all of your time, but it's almost like time goes by so fast. Like you'll be spending 8 hours on something and it seems like it's been only 30 minutes. Like you stop paying attention to time because you're in the zone, you're in the flow. Some of you like don't sleep sometimes because you're so into what you're doing. So this is then a message of sleeping. You have health, take a nap. There's lots of message here about sleep, and I think this year you're gonna really take care of your body in that sense, because sleep is very important to our health and our overall well-being. Maybe your body is feeling the shock of that. You know, honestly, you guys, group 4, I'm getting a lot of baby messages here. Some of you are literally going to get pregnant this year, give birth this year also. So this is a huge year for you. It's so beautiful. Like, I feel like you're going to just blossom and come into your own. I love, love, love this. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. You could be getting married and having a baby. It's just a huge year for you, honestly, group 4. So yeah, this past card is really interesting to me though. With the past, I'm definitely getting that you're coming full circle. It's like a Wheel of Fortune judgment type of energy where, you know, all the shit that you've been, sorry for my French, but all this crap that you have been so afraid of and worried that you won't get past, this year it's like, oh, so this whole time I was worried for nothing. It's that kind of vibe, okay? And I want you to know that you deserve this. Sorry about that, I got cut off. But yes, group 4, this is going to be a great big year for you. A year of milestones, of blossoming, of blooming, of coming into your own, maturing in a level that you don't, or you haven't thought possible. I think that your mind is just going to click. I think you're gonna be like, oh, so this is what getting older means. All that, a lot of the confusion, I guess I should say, is just falling away. So yes, a very, very big, awesome year. So again, don't be afraid. You have peace here. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. You may tend to get anxious or worried about certain things. I think that's your challenge, is to remember to stay grounded Remember to breathe and remember that this is all happening for a purpose and that you'll get through it as you have gotten through things in the past before. All right, so stay strong and I hope you enjoy this reading. Last but not least, group 5. What is going on with you? I hope you're doing great. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, and if you do, consider giving it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' feedback and your comments and for letting me know what resonates with you and what doesn't. All right, so if you picked this stone, group 5, let's see your 2022 prediction. The bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. I love this. When I first saw this, it reminded me of a bridge in Oregon. So maybe that's significant for you. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Could be a Taurus. But it looks like you're right off the bat, you're on your way to solving a problem, right? Or you're trying to solve a problem. There's some wall that you need to kind of bust through with those bull horns. And it has a lot to do with your 2022. Let's see what else. The stars and the mice. Huh. So I think you want recognition, attention for something. By attention, I don't mean like vain attention. I think you want either views, you want clients, you want people to see whatever it is that you are creating or producing as worthwhile. But there could be a little bit of fear. Maybe the algorithm is not in your favor. Maybe you had an issue with a past client and it's kind of making you feel insecure. Maybe you're fearing whether this is the right thing for you to do, or is it going to be too difficult? You're stressed about something. A lot of you are dealing with business situations too. Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Water sign and air sign. Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, air, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You could be attracted to an air sign, possibly. Doesn't have to be though. Let's see what else. Love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. So it's possible it does have to do with love. Maybe the stars and the mice have something to do with being recognized by your crush. Confirmation. TikTok. Oh my gosh, some of you are TikTok people. You want to be like a TikTok famous or something. Queen of Swords. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Lao Tzu. Y'all, you have 2 Queen of Swords from 2 different decks. Are you an air sign? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? You dealing with the air sign? Yeah, there's a sense of discontentment here. Some of you want fame, fortune, attention, likes, subscribers, followers, and you want a lot of it. And maybe you're feeling kind of disenfranchised or bummed because things aren't working out in your favor about something. You could be a creator, an artist of some sort. Sacred space, Nematona. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Interesting. I don't know what that is yet. Time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Manifestation 8. So yes, you are trying to manifest something. An action, movement, perseverance, discipline, motivation. Some of you are actors or actresses maybe even models, dancers, performers of some sort. Can make sense with the TikTok that I got and the Page of Cups there. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Okay, so let me just be honest. Some of you could be trying too hard, and I get that. I've definitely been there. But it says here, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So maybe you're in competition with somebody. Maybe with yourself. Maybe you're questioning yourself. And so that's a confirmation for you to trust in yourself more. Don't try too hard, because it just shows. Like, I definitely see that in my old videos when I was just having fun and I wasn't so worried about the aesthetics of things and the quality of the video. Like, I could tell, like, the messages just flowed more. And then you guys know I got hacked, right? And that kind of like blocked me further from this media, from this platform, and just from feeling more open to others. That's what I feel like is happening for you. Like, I think you're too much in your head about the thing. Maybe you've gotten some success and then you like hit a ceiling or something, and you're trying to get beyond that ceiling. And you're feeling stuck. It's because you're too into your head. Love is interesting. Get some, give some. It will cheer you up. So it's almost like that energy exchange type of vibe. If you're enjoying someone's content, give them a like, let them know what you think about it, and then invite that same energy to you. Give and take kind of energy. I think you are questioning yourself, you're doubting yourself, you're comparing yourself. With the Queen of Swords here, you're being too technical, in my opinion. It's all about having fun in this stack, or just going with the flow. So what's going on with your 2022 prediction? A time to give rather than take. I think you're going to be in creative mode, especially if you are a creator. Like I said, it's almost like you're in this meditative cocoon phase where, you know, in the past you put out stuff, you were a creator, you were a producer. Now it's more of the time of like taking your energy back and studying, observing, taking notes, trying to figuring out how to improve your craft, yet having fun at the same time, not limiting yourself to certain things based on what you see from others, or based from what other people are doing, because I do feel like you are comparing yourself. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. This kind of reminds me when I got hacked. I lost thousands of subscribers, and then the momentum of my channel kind of stagnated because, you know, I was gone for months because my account was hacked, and by the time I got back, it was way too long, like too much time has passed, and there were other creators and stuff like that, and so it was sad, but it also helped me appreciate like everyone who was a part of my life back then, and who reached out to me and who shared with me their stories, and it made me appreciate it more, for sure. I feel like that's you. You're going to grow out of this grief, out of this issue, and take action. Take inspired action from it. Movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. Yeah, so whatever it is that you lost, if you feel like sharing, I would love that. But whatever it is that you lost, you know, you're definitely going to gain more. It's interesting because you have TikTok and action here, which are both 3s. TikTok is 30 and action is 3, and 30 simplifies to 3. For some reason, I keep getting that TikTok freaking app. Let me know if you are on TikTok, or if there's something that's important to you, or give this video a thumbs up, or both. But yeah, like, look, she's literally dancing. Like, some of you could literally be on TikTok, or you were on TikTok. maybe you had followers and then something happened. I don't know. But this is also about time, clearly. So with action, movement, perseverance, discipline next to time, it's either give yourself time or now is the time. So it really depends on you and depends on your situation. But with sacred space here, it's almost like giving me vibes of just sitting down, creating, doing what you love. Brainstorming is the right word. I'm getting a huge energy of brainstorming. Sharing, inspiring others, you know. Sharing your work, sharing what makes you happy and what makes you passionate, and knowing that you're good enough. If you compare yourself to so-and-so, you're just going to automatically lose because you are not them. You are you, and you have your own strengths and your own weaknesses, and they have their own strengths and their own weaknesses. I think you're being too hard on yourself creatively. Yep. You're being too hard on yourself creatively. But do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Be confident in yourself, Group 5. And yes, you will successfully overcome a problem in 2022. I think you're going to grow creatively in 2022. I think your energy centers are going to open. You're going to get more into the flow. It's possible you also move into a new space that will allow you to pursue your art. So maybe a studio, a new house. Maybe you move into an apartment with plenty of space. Maybe some of you buy those soundproofing tiles or whatever if you're musicians, and soundproof your space and invest in that so you can play music without bombarding your neighbors. I need that. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking too loud and they can hear everything I'm saying. They're probably like, what the hell is she doing? Who is she talking to? But yes, don't be afraid to take action, because you could potentially waste your time by fearing what other people think of you, by fearing if they're going to like what you put out. If you want to put out something, if you want to share something, do so. Because I think it's actually hurting you to wait any more time. Like, I think you know that you've waited enough time. But yes, in 2022, Group 5, you will experience success, but it's not going to be like you're going to blow up. You know, you do have the star and the mouse here, the mice, I should say. You're going to experience success. You're going to get recognition, but it's not like you're going to be like top Billboard #1. At least not yet. If that's your goal, then by all means, I'm all for that. I'm all for believing in you. Like, I always believe in people's potential. Any one of us can achieve what we want, as long as we set our minds to it. Anything else? Yeah, there's something here about wasting your time. You're waiting too much. You keep waiting and waiting and waiting for the right opportunity. It's kind of similar to another stack, but it never comes. Oh, I'm going to wait until I have the right gear. Oh, I'm going to wait until I'm married. That's kind of like me. Or, oh, I'm going to wait until, it's perfect. But then it never comes. So work on it this year. I think that's what you're going to do. You're going to hone in your craft. Improve and in turn gain recognition. Gain improvement. Gain attention for what you do. But this year is also big on showing love to other people in your field. People who are interested in the same things as you. Maybe also in your relationships with the time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Maybe you're helping people out more. You're being more generous. And I think it'll open up not only your energy, but your relationships as well. And it will be kind of like a feedback loop of where you're helping others, they're helping you, good vibes, and then your energy just increases. Because you're feeding off of each other, So yes, that is what I'm getting for you, group 2. I mean group 2. Maybe you pick group 2 as well. But group 5, that's what I'm getting for you. Hopefully you resonate with this. If you did, again, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Last messages, let's see. Yeah, you're hard on yourself. Some of you are questioning whether you're going to make it in this area. I mean, there's definitely good signs of that, but you know yourself, you know the right way to go. And maybe, you know, you're not going to be the main character. Maybe you'll be a supporting actress, or maybe you won't be the lead singer. Maybe you'll be a band member. You know, I'm not saying that's necessarily the case. Of course you can be the main character. Of course you can be the lead singer if that's what you want. And if that's your destiny. But I think some of you are like, oh, you know, I want this and I want that and I want to have my cake and eat it too and I want it all. But I think you kind of have to like come to terms with certain things in what you envision for yourself and what you originally thought. I'm hearing makeup artist or something, so it's possible you're a makeup artist. Maybe you're not going to do celebrity makeup, but does it mean that you're not going to be successful in makeup? You could be successful doing other types of makeup for people, maybe wedding or whatever it is. So yeah, that's just the message I'm getting for you. But again, don't let those messages that I recently said limit you. I'm not saying that you have to be limited, that that's your destiny. I'm just saying that that's what the energy is. But you always have the free will and the capability to change that if you so desired. Never question yourself, your ability to achieve what you set your mind to, okay? You can. And I'm never going to stop thinking that way. If you don't like it, too bad. But yeah, that's all I'm getting for you, Group 5. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this resonated with you.